Hi, my name is Mackenzie Harris. I'm 20 years old and a sophomore at California State University, Chico. Chico is truly my happy place. I was born and raised here, and the first 6 years of my life were truly the best. I had a really great connection with my dad, and my mom took me everywhere, and we really did everything together. At around age 4, I started begging my parents for a little sister, and eventually at age 6, they gave birth to my sister, Kaylee. At around 15 months old, my sister underwent a life-threatening surgery on her back because she had a back condition called spina bifida, and we later found out that if she didn't have the surgery, she would have been paralyzed within a year. This would just be the start of a long strain of financial struggles that would be put on my family and some medical conditions that my sister would start to possess. About a year later, we moved into my grandma's house to help save up some money, and my grandma during this time was truly my biggest support. She would take me out places when I was feeling down, my sister was too much, or my parents were fighting. About 2 years later, we moved into our house, and this was kind of the turning point in my life because things started to change here. My dad started working 3 jobs to help support us financially, and most days my mom spent at home in bed due to her recent discovery of her multiple sclerosis, which, if you don't know, can make the body feel numb and hard to move at times. A few years into living here, my mom's grandparents both passed away, and she was really close with them, so I think this was a pretty big turning point in her life. Her mood kind of changed after this. She stayed in bed a lot. She didn't really interact with a lot of us unless she was coming upstairs to talk to me and my sister, and oftentimes it'd be very hostile. It would start with yelling and getting angry over the littlest things. As my dad started working longer nights at work, my mom became physically and emotionally abusive. Don't remember much, but besides the emotions, feeling scared, anxious, like I was trapped in my own body but just wanted to get out. Mental health was never really talked about in my family. It was often shunned by my mom and seen as kind of a disease in a way. But I really wish I just would have sought out help back then, because looking back, I was just suppressing it because I didn't want to feel like even more of a burden than my mom already made me feel like. And I just really wish I would have reached out, because looking back, it's not embarrassing to ask for help. During my high school years, around sophomore year, my parents split up, and days at my dad's house weren't so sunny. He got a new girlfriend right away, and he often left me and my sister to feel like we were in the dust. But then days at my mom's were even worse, where it was just the constant fear and anxiety living there, where I just felt myself crawling back into a hole that was becoming deeper and deeper every day, of just wanting to basically live by myself in my own room, just kind of huddled there, and my mom just living out of fear that my mom would come in there and start doing something. But then fast forward to junior year, I got a job at behavioral health in the prevention unit, and I automatically just felt this overwhelming sense of warmth and love from these people that I had just met. It truly was a life changer, and people always ask me how I found the job, how did I hear about it, where did I find it? And I always tell them that this job found me. There's no other way to describe it. I remember my first time here at Richardson Springs, where it was challenge day, and that's what really put my life change into motion. I was down in Ebenezer, we were doing our challenge day, and I was able to open up to these middle schoolers, just a small group of middle schoolers. We were all strangers, and that's when I truly knew that it was okay to get help, and that people did care about me, people did love me, and they really did want to hear my story. Fast forward to age 18, I stopped living at my mom's house, and I hadn't gone back there ever since. My mental health started to clear up, and I was definitely feeling better about a lot of things and gaining back some confidence and really just becoming everything that me as a little girl ever dreamed about. I am pursuing a career in forensic psychology to hopefully be the person for somebody else someday that I wish I always had. Somebody there that was just to listen, to comfort them, just whatever that person needs in that time. While I don't wish what happened to me upon my worst enemy, I am still super grateful for all the experiences that I had, because it made me who I am today. And I think that sharing this story is really going to help other people. So that's what I feel like that purpose was in there. And if you told me that today me and my mom would be best friends, I would never believe you, but we really are. We do everything together. We just really love each other now. So if there's hope for us, then there's certainly hope for anybody else out there. My experiences definitely reflect one of my favorite quotes, which is, everything is going to be okay in the end, and if it's not okay, then it's not the end.